Hello and welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're here at New Knoxville High School to bring you high school girls basketball, where the visiting Minster Wildcats are in town to take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Again, welcome to New Knoxville. My name is Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Hench, as we get set for the Minster Wildcats take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Jeff, let's talk about the visitors here real quick. The Minster Wildcats have a good season going. They come in tonight with a 15-4 record after losing to Dayton Carroll.
Yeah, a tough loss against Dayton Carroll in 2 overtimes. They only lose by 2 points, so obviously they were very competitive in that game. Had runoff before that, 4 wins before losing by just 1 point to Marion Local. So they've been very competitive, and when they've been winning, they've been basically dominating their opponents. They average over about 53, 54 points a game, only give up 35. So again, a lot of good defense from the Wildcats, and they're getting some good offense, especially from Ivy Wolf. She's their leader, just under 20 points a game. Also defensively, she's been very good, averaging over 5 steals, or right around 5 steals. She's definitely their leader, but they've been getting some good play from their support players as well.
On the other side of the court, the home team, the New Knoxville Rangers, come in with a 13-6 record after defeating a solid Russia team earlier this week.
Got balanced scoring against Russia, won by 7 against, you said, a very good Russia team. Before that, they lost a tough MAC game against Coldwater by 2 points. Got behind that game, made an effort at the end, cut it to 2, but lost the game by 2. And other than that, they'd run off 3 or 4 in a row before that. So both teams are playing pretty good basketball now, and obviously the tournament draw was just recently. So it's that time of year. You want to be getting your pieces of the puzzle put together just right, and it's time for players to step up and make plays, because the season's winding down and then the second one begins, and sometimes that's the most important one. But a good battle today, as Minster is still trying to hang around for the MAC title.
We get set here for the MAC matchup here at the barn. We'll take a commercial break. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Anna, I'm John Boyd with NKTelco. We are here for you to expand our fiber network, which means faster internet speeds for you.
Hey Sydney, I'm Pat Thomas with NKTelco, and we are here for you for all your customer service needs.
Hey Fort Laramie, I'm Nick Garrett with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Welcome back to New Knoxville as we set the starting lineups. First for the visitor, Minster Wildcats. Number 4, Ivy Wolf. And here is number 5, Avery Wolf, 5'10" forward. Number 32, 5'10" post player, Lauren Mox. Number 13, 5'8" guard, Janae Hoying. Senior number 10, 5'4" guard, Mara Smeezing. Rounding out the starting 5 there for the for the Wildcats, coached by Mike Wiss, and the home team, the New Knoxville Rangers. Number 4, 5'9" senior Jacqueline Leffel. The other forward position. Number 3, Taylor Newman, 5'7" senior forward. At the center position, senior number 30, Megan Jurasic. Sophomore guard, number 32, Ellie Gable. And number 20, 5'6" senior guard, Carly Flutterjohn. The Rangers, coached by Tim Hagemeyer. Before we get started with tonight's action, let's go over our keys to the game. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, for the Wildcats, they definitely want to do what they've done for a number of years: pressure defense, force the other team into turnovers, and create some easy buckets in transition. Like to get some scoring from the interior. They can do it from the outside. Have struggled a little bit trying to work on the interior again, get some points in the paint, and obviously rebound. Don't give New Knoxville any extra chances on that end, and if you can, crash the board against kind of a smaller New Knoxville team. See if you can pick up some cheap ones, if you will. Second chance on the offensive end. For the Rangers, it's going to be very similar. They want to be able to, they know the pressure's coming. They got to be able to handle. They don't want to throw the ball away. They want to get it to half-court game. Don't get it in track meet. Minster likes to get the ball up and down the court. They've got some athletes that can move, and they also want to get the ball inside into Jurasic. Let her work around the interior players, but also it's critical that they hit shots from the exterior. If they can get a few scores like they did in the Rushi game where they had 4 players in double figures, it makes the offense run a lot smoother.
So Minster wins the opening tip. This is Mara Smeezing, working around top, kicks it out over to Hoying. The Rangers come out in a man-to-man defense.
And a special lineup tonight: Carly Flutterjohn, number 20, all 4 seniors starting as Flutterjohn in for the Rangers.
Good patience there by Ivy Wolf, drives to the bucket and scores.
Wolf averaging just under 20 points, has had a great 3-year career already here at Minster. I said that right, 3-year career. She's still just a junior, so getting it done, taking a lot of the offensive burden on her shoulders.
Rangers offense, that's a 3-pointer off the mark by Gable, then rebounded by the Wildcats. Quick pass inside there, off Lauren Mock's hands, out of bounds. It'll go, I think, tipped and back to the Rangers. I was waiting for the official to give the final call there, but yeah, it will be Ranger basketball on the Minster turnover. Good quick entry there into Jacqueline Leffel, getting some pressure. And that's what you're going to see a lot of tonight here from Minster. They harass the ball handler as good as anybody.
And we saw in the JV game as well, they like to send 1 or 2 people right after the ball. The held ball will stay with New Knoxville. They avoid the turnover, but a lot of pressure. And of course, sitting up where we're at, Greg, we can see it coming.
That's right.
It's easy, or it's very obvious for us where the open player is, and it's tough for players to make that decision. And they're going to get a blocking foul, critical one. Ivy Wolf picks up her first foul.
Yeah, like you said, big foul because Minster leans on Ivy Wolf quite a bit. She leads the league in steals, points per game. She's right up there in free throw percentage. She does a lot for this whole team to make it go. When she is not on the floor, it's definitely a changed Minster team. But just 1 foul.
Yeah, so she's smart. She knows what she can do and what she can't do, and she'll have to lay off. But during that dead ball there, Morgan Leffel for New Knoxville, number 5, into the game, replacing Fletcher-John Carley. I mentioned 4 seniors tonight for New Knoxville starting, and a nice gesture there by the coaches to get Fletcher-John in the starting lineup.
There's a quick foul there underneath the basket against number 32, Lauren Mox, for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats pick up 2 quick fouls. And a tipped ball there will force the turnover. And Minster quickly going back the other way. Gable almost able to step in the lane there. Wolf sets it up for Minster. She'll drop back, fire the 3, and drop it down.
Well, no surprise, Greg, we talked about before the game, not only does she score the ball well, she shoots 43% from beyond the arc. That is a phenomenal percentage.
And there is the isolator, or the piece that can help the Rangers, as Drossik not able to get that one to fall, but a nice move in the paint. If there is an Achilles heel to this Minster team to this point, it's post presence. The Rangers did a nice job getting in the paint there. You got to make that one count.
What really makes it bad for Knoxville, the ball is 65 to 70% in the basket, rolls out, and then Drossik, probably a little in frustration, she picks up her first foul. Neither team very deep on the bench, and New Knoxville, not a lot of post players, if you will. Drossik usually plays 31 minutes of the 32-minute game, so she picks up her first foul.
Here's Wolf working back in the lane, kicks it out. Lauren Mox, 15-footer, rattles it home. So the Wildcats coming out with a spark, have a quick 7-0 lead.
The Minster gets a 15-footer to bank in. New Knoxville has a 2-footer, roll around, almost go in and find a way to bounce out. So just a luck of the bounce.
Gable forces up a tough one there. Rebound by Mox. The Wildcats again back on the attack. Just over 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1 from New Knoxville. Hoying here with the ball, trying to work it inside. We'll pull it back out to Avery Wolf. Ivy thought about the deep 3. Instead, she'll drive, goes right up the teeth of the defense. Good help there by Jurasic. Rangers come away with the board. Gable quickly gets it up across the timeline. Thought about the 3.
First missed shot by the Wildcats. Up to that point, they were 3 for 3.
Pressure ball there. New Knoxville lucky to get away from the 5-second call. Timeout on the floor, called by Coach Hagemeyer. It's a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. American Trim, Hometown Opportunity, Frost Roofing, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. I'd like to also mention that at the conclusion of this game, Jeff and I will name a player of the game, and that player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco.
Well, the Rangers off to a bad start, Greg. Nothing dropping on the offensive end. Coach Hagemeyer takes a timeout, probably reiterating the pressure defense Minster's going to apply and try to kind of find, if you will, where the opening player is going to be if they double team. But boy, Minster's been all over Rangers so far.
Got a double dribble called there against the Rangers, number 5, Leffel, so that will turn it back over. And I was going to say they've been pretty good with the turnovers for the most part, have the Rangers. Minster, as you mentioned, has just shot the ball really well. Missing, I believe, just 1 time.
Yep, 3 of 4 from the field, and that includes a 3-pointer by Wolf. Ella Mesher, number 23, a sophomore, into the ball game for the Wildcats.
And also there, number 24, Dana Pranger, whose shot was blocked. Minster, though, able to recover, will get a second opportunity. Hoying drives the lane. Good recovery defense there by the Wildcats. Number 2, Haley Flutterjohn.
Shot was blocked by New Knoxville's Jacqueline Leffel, her 10th block shot of the season. That leads the Rangers team.
Hoying patiently pulls it back out. Rangers still in man. There's Avery Wolf for a 3-ball off the mark. Rebound battled for and tipped out of bounds off the fingertips of Megan Jurasic. So
third possession here, third try, if you will, for this in this possession. So big set here for the Wildcats.
3-ball far corner, Janae Hoying, and the Minster Wildcats coming out on fire. Have a 10-0 lead here in quarter number 1.
Well, it took them 3 opportunities. The shooting percentage suffers a little bit. The rebounding margin is helped, or the rebounding stat is helped, and boy, they capitalized with Janae Hoyne hitting her 24th three-pointer of the season.
Morgan Leffel's shot blocked at the other end. Quickly, here come the Wildcats. Mesher thought about the three. Instead, will kick it back out top.
Haley Flutterjohn, number 2 for New Knoxville, also into the game, her first appearance. She wears, like I said, number 2. She's a sophomore.
Mesher looking for the high-low to Dana Pranger. Instead, kicks it back to Ivy Wolf. Good help defense and a nice read there by Megan Jurasic to get the turnover for the Rangers. Badly needed, looking for a bucket here in transition. The Rangers will pull it out and set up their offense.
You know, the 10-0 score right now, New Knoxville has been having trouble getting a shot off. They'll pick a foul up here, though, on the Wildcats, but it wasn't just too many weeks ago where Minster really almost shut out New Bremen in the first quarter. It was like 30-2. And that same night that happened, New Knoxville was doing the same thing. St. Henry, right. Knoxville was, I believe, had at halftime 33-2, but Minster had the Cardinals down 30-2 after one quarter. Went on to a decisive victory, and right now the pressure has pitched a shutout so far.
So Rangers trying to work their offense, looking for Jurasic inside. She's posted hard. They finally get it to her. Back out Gable. 3-ball on the way in there. Big bucket for the Rangers. They cut the deficit to 7 at 10-3.
Two of the better three-point shooters in the league tonight. Ellie Gable at 40%. Ivy Wolf at 43. Those girls have a good touch from that distance. Each have hit a triple tonight.
Rangers come up with a turnover. Gable quickly back the other way, gets it across the timeline. Thought about the jumper, swings it over. Here's Leffel. She'll let the 3-ball go. It's deep and will trickle out of bounds.
That would have been a big basket for New Knoxville. A 10-0 deficit could have been trimmed to 4 in a matter of just a couple possessions. And Leffel is one of those girls also for New Knoxville, shooting at 31%, but has shot the ball much better from that distance here in the latter part of the season. Got off to a rough start. But boy, if she could get going, that's another weapon for New Knoxville. And
Wolf again.
The Rangers to climb back into
couple turnovers there from Ivy Wolf. The Ranger defense doing its job. Here is Gable. Thought about the jumper, skips it across to Morgan Leffel. Runner in the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mesher for the Wildcats.
Rangers have had some interior shots, just not been able to find the bottom of the net. And you said back-to-back Minster turnovers, 1 on Mesher, 1 on Wolf, their 4th of the quarter. New Knoxville are really not able to take advantage to get points off either one of those turnovers. Deficit remains 7 as we're down to the final 60-plus seconds.
Here's Hoying working against Gable. Over to Avery Wolf, back out top. Hoying, she'll launch the deep 3 off the iron. Good box out and board there by Megan Jurasic. Little miscommunication. Rangers lucky to get that one back. Skip it up ahead to Haley Flutterjohn. Ball fake, kick out. Leffel thought about, I'm sorry, it's Jacqueline Leffel thought about the 3. Instead, number 2, Haley Flutterjohn will take it. Another opportunity for the Rangers.
Good run down there by Morgan Leffel. Does a lot of black and blue plays. It plays hard defense, bangs against bigger players, but that time hustling down the errant 3-point shot to give her team their first offensive rebound of the quarter, and another chance here as the Rangers probably go for the last shot, or as one announcer said, last shot or next turnover. Sometimes it's heard that on men's basketball, and sometimes the truth, teams, you know, it's tough to turn the offense on and get a quality shot near the buzzer.
Jurasic, turn around in the lane, can't get it to go. At the buzzer is Leffel. Off the iron, no good. 1 quarter in the books. Minster 10, New Knoxville 3. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
At At Capt, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to New Knoxville as we get started with quarter number 2. The Wildcats on top 10-3.
Got off to a 10-0 start, so put that in your memory bank for discussion later on. New Knoxville hit the triple from Gable and then had some golden opportunities, creating some turnovers and could not cash in, and even a flurry there at the end of the first quarter. A couple offensive rebounds, especially the last one under the basket by Leffel, just couldn't get the shot to drop her. You know, there are a couple near misses, if you will, from almost being tied, and that would erase a difficult 10-0 start.
And I think there's an offensive foul underneath the bucket. That's going to be called against, I think it was number 13, Janae Hoying. And it is, that's her first foul, but 4 now against Minster, just starting the second quarter.
New Knoxville just 1 foul, and that was on Megan Jurasic early in the quarter, so no foul trouble for New Knoxville. Minster, as you mentioned, with 4, but nobody with more than 1.
Gable saw the double team there, didn't anticipate Ivy Wolf sliding back in there, but Knoxville able to recover on the board. They got 2 deep, the other one, and Megan Jurasic up and in. Good recovery by the Rangers.
And points off turnovers, or not turnovers, but a missed shot there. They get a turnover. Wolf, who's very good off the ball, comes up with another steal. She can't, a rare case where she can't capitalize at the other end. And New Knoxville in transition. Fortunate to have a couple players at the end of the court, threw the ball, and Jurasic gets her first basket and cuts the lead now to 5.
Couple substitutions in for the Wildcats. Number 14 Larger and also number 22 Pole entering the ball game for the first time. As the Wildcats swinging around the perimeter, Rangers still in their man-to-man defense. Trailing now just 10-5 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Nice ball fake by Hoying, pulls up for the jumper. The iron not kind, and there's going to be a over-aggressive foul underneath the bucket against Minster. And that'll be foul number 5 now on the team.
And that foul is on Lauren Mox, number 32, her second foul.
And she will check out. Mesher will check back in for the Wildcats. The Rangers, a pretty solid free throw shooting team as a whole too, so maybe
70%, so they'd love to get to the foul line. That's sometimes their best offense.
Gable getting hounded by Janae Hoying.
Mentioned the foul was against Mox as a result of Megan Jurasic rebounding. Megan is a strong interior place person, gets a lot of rebounds for the Rangers.
Kick out, 3-ball, Flutterjohn off the mark, rebound batted around, still tipped around the floor, and finally tied up. That ball looked like it was going to go out of bounds about 3 different times, and a good balance by both teams to keep it in play results in a jump ball that stays with the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers, they'll maintain this possession, so again, offensive efficiency. What are they going to do with this time they have the ball? They missed the first shot, they get a break, get a team rebound here, and they're going to try to score and capitalize on points, and again, draw within, to cut the lead from 5 to maybe 3.
Leffel, strong drive, but overshoots the layup and then fouls on the other end. So a little frustration there on that shot. Little more open than I think she expected it to be off the good cut. As you see the shot go up there.
Yeah, she's been scoring well for New Knoxville the past 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Has bumped her average, season average up to 10. And has been playing very good offensively, but again, defensively, she's usually assigned to either the bigger player in the interior, in this case, a very good offensive player that can do it all. So her hands full on defense, as it is most cases for Morgan Leffel.
Number 10 for the Wildcats, Mara Smeezing checks in for Janae Hoying. So Hoying gets a breather for a moment, and usually not out long. Larger, she'll let the 3-ball go, no good. Another rebound by Jurasic. She's got to be close to 10 already, and we're just halfway through the first half. 3-ball off the mark by Leffel, a lot of contact.
Gable.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gable, thank you. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, against Minster on the offensive rebound. So New Knoxville going to get another opportunity. They have really done a nice job rebounding on both ends of the floor.
They have, and if that call is right, that'll be Ivy Wolf's second foul.
And
so
quick substitutions here. Ivy Wolf will check in for her as Ivy will step out. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
It's been a while since Minster has scored.
Yeah, they scored the first 10 to start the ball game. That's all they've scored. They scored right out of the gate, right there on a 10-0 run in the first quarter. And they have not scored since. They have not scored in the second quarter. Jurassic Leffel, 3-ball, in and out. Rebound tracked down, Mara Smeezing for the Wildcats. Nobody picks her up, kicks it over to Mesher. Mesher drives down through the lane and is bodied in the paint. That foul's going to go against number 5, Morgan Leffel.
That's her second foul, both here in the second quarter. So Leffel with 2, Mox from Minster with 2, and Ivy Wolf from Minster with 2.
Minster triggers it in. Good pass inside, picked up there by the Wildcats and reset out top to Janae Hoying.
It was a good look by Mesher, bounce passing to pull. The ball just got away, but Minster able to come up with it, maintain the possession, and like you said, try to get back to offensive rhythm here.
Smeezing, good pass there to pull. Can't get the runner to go. Gets her own rebound and back up and in. Sorry, that was Mesher. So good finish there by Ella Mesher.
Yeah, again, good job passing. Knoxville didn't rotate. Mesher probably surprised she was open that much, but not only missed the first shot, but kept her composure, got her own offensive rebound and capitalized.
Timeout taken on the floor by New Knoxville. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's been, we talked about the start of this ball game, Jeff. Minster really came out blazing, shot the ball well, got off to a 10-0 lead, and really stalled out. They've really turned the ball over a lot more than we're used to seeing them do, especially in the half court. A couple little plays inside that. 4
turnovers overall in the first, and they were all in the first quarter. Knoxville with 4 also, but it's maybe because they got off to such a great start that it seems like their drought's been more magnified because of that. But New Knoxville just has had some good looks and some shots here or there, and they're only down 7 now, but they could have really climbed back in this a little bit quicker. A lot of time left, and Minster's defense continues to be noticeable. I mean, they're putting a body on everybody, and
especially on the ball. They really do a really good job out top on the guards, and I think it's
to kind of run the offense when someone's in your face. You're worried about keeping possession of the ball, and yet trying to see where your players, your teammates are open.
Because I think if you're the Rangers and you can get the ball into Jurassic, I think they can do some damage in there. The problem is Minster's pressure on the guards is so strong that it makes it very difficult to make that play. There's a errant pass out of bounds. We'll turn it back over to Minster.
Yeah, you put a lot of pressure on the ball, then the lady with the ball on the outside can't see Jurassic if you want on the side, and then you can kind of gamble a little bit. And so it's a, it's a risky, it's a give or take. If your point guards can handle the ball and distribute it well and get it to open players, then that will offset that pressure defense, and you get some good shots in because you can break them down because they're so tight on you. You can go back door, get cuts, or hit open players if they double team.
Minster back on the offense, running through their set. Here is Smeezing, looking inside to get it to Pull, kicks it back out to Mesher.
Mesher very capable down here to go baseline and come up with the right hand for like a layup on this side, very strong.
Smeezing 3-ball off the mark, and rebound again by Jurassic. Quickly pushed ahead. Here's Jacqueline Leffel, skip pass, 3-ball on the way by Flutterjohn, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Pull. Ball loose on the floor. Alertly, Jacqueline Leffel there with Janae Hoying to tie it up.
It'll stay with Minster. Good hustle by both players, and I'm just glad no one banged heads or hit the floor with that, but good play by Leffel hustling down there. And with this dead ball, Morgan Leffel with the 2 personal fouls will come in.
And Ivy Wolf. They both actually checked in at the same time, both with 2 fouls. So
that's why Morgan went in. These girls are the same age, so you got to figure since the 5th and 6th grade hot shot league on Sunday all the way through junior high, now into high school, that these girls know each other pretty well and are aware of each other's talents.
Pass inside there again. Nice defense by the Rangers. Turnover. Jacqueline Leffel going up against Janae Hoying. And there's that guard speed. Hoying able to knife right through there, tip it away.
Hoying's I always think an the unsung hero. The past couple years, obviously, been Ivy Wolf, Courtney Prenger, the big go-to girls on the back-to-back state championship teams. But to me, it seems like, especially in the state games, that Hoyne had come up with some big plays, some big games in those championship games, and you know, she's very good. She averages 10 points a game, but you usually hear about, like last couple years, the others, but she's very capable and comes up with a
good flex cut there by the Rangers. Morgan Leffel gets 2 under the bucket, and the Rangers back within 5.
And finally, she can take a breath as gets one of her interior shots to drop. Again, averaging just over 10 points a game. Has been the Rangers' leading scorer here in the past few games, getting as many as 17 and even into the 20s occasionally. So that's helped New Knoxville with their scoring threat and opportunities.
Here's Ivy Wolf, step back 3 ball off the side of the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Morgan Leffel.
Tough shot for Wolf coming across, away from the basket in a corner and getting that baseline shot. It actually clipped the side of the bank board. Again, she's a 43% shooter from three-point land, and I believe you said over 50% in all of her shots. So she doesn't miss many.
Trying to get it inside to Jurasic. She has it now, kicks it back out top to Gable. Gable working against Wolf. Fakes up, under, and gets the roll. Nice ball movement and a good ball fake there by Ellie Gable.
Well, she didn't get the ball much over 10.5 feet, but that's about all you
didn't need to, right?
And it got the roll, and she was going against Wolf, who again, with 2 fouls, you know, Gable has the advantage. Go hard because Wolf doesn't want to pick up her 3rd foul here in the 2nd quarter.
Good defense by Jurasic. Ball goes out of bounds, turnover. We'll give it back to the Rangers, trailing now by 3 with 1 minute remaining exactly here in the first half.
New Knoxville is on a 6-2 run here in a quarter, but a 9-2 run since it was a 10-0 run by Minster to start the game.
So Leffel will trigger it in, gets it to Gable. Ivy Wolf just checked out along with Janae Hoying. You won't see that combo off the floor too often for the Wildcats. In the last minute here of the first half, they're going to do without their 2 guards. So Rangers opportunity here, looking to get inside to Jurasic. There's the good pass, tipped out of bounds, defended nicely by Ella Mesher.
Good footwork, making sure she doesn't go through Jurasic, but rather around. And again, Meg's a strong girl. And that's a obstacle for Mesher, that she's got to be quick and she's got to gain space. She's got to, you know, there's a couple quick footwork moves she's got to do to get around Jurasic.
Good defense inside there by Mara Schmeezing. Rangers catch a break there. Schmeezing knocks it out of bounds. So 33 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. And Minster defense still fighting hard here. Late in the 2nd quarter, skip pass over to Leffel. Thought about the 3, instead we'll wheel back out top. Now she's going 1-on-1 against Avery Wolf. Shot no good, but foul going to be picked up there by Leffel after the shot.
Jacqueline picks up her 1st foul, New Knoxville's 4th. Neither team in the bonus yet. The next foul against Minster would put New Knoxville in the bonus with just 25 seconds. So we have yet to shoot a foul shot or a free throw in this first half.
Coach Whistle check Janae Hoying back in the ball game here real quick for some offense. 20 seconds remaining here in our first half. Been a good one, 12-9, Wildcats on top.
But even with Wolf out again, Janae Hoying, capable of scoring, can do some very nice moves with the ball and get some create her own shot.
Under 10, back out top to Hoying, drives the lane, tries to squeeze it inside to Pole. It goes out of bounds with 3 seconds remaining.
Good hands by the Ranger defense. Again, Hoying penetrating, looking for the open player. She was there, but a Ranger got her hand on the ball.
Pole, got to get rid of it. Shots off, will not count, and that is the first half in the books here from New Knoxville. Minster 12, New Knoxville 9. We'll take a break and be back with your first half stats. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports. We'll also come back with senior night here at halftime.
Ply-Gem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Ply-Gem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Hello, welcome to New Knoxville High School as we get set for senior night here at the barn. Rangers have 4 seniors on this season's team. And there's also some seniors going to recognize for the Minster Wildcats, number 5, Avery Wolf. Number 10, Amara Schmeezing, senior guard. And number 32, Lauren Mox. So congratulations also to those Minster seniors.
So congratulations, girls.
And now for the seniors for the home team, the New Knoxville Rangers.
So let's begin. First is Carly Flutterjohn.
First for the Rangers is Carly Flutterjohn. Number 20, she's a 5'6" senior guard.
She's a third-year member of the volleyball and basketball teams. She is also a scholar athlete and has received honorable mention and second-team All-MAC volleyball honors the last 2 years. This past volleyball season, Carly recorded her 2,000th assist and now holds the school record for most assists in her career. Carly is also a member of the Pep Club, Spanish Club, and concert band. She is treasurer of her class and president of the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Carly is involved in the youth group and the youth leadership team at First Church of New Knoxville. She also works at the Village Market and Deli. In her free time, she likes hanging out with friends and making Spotify playlists for them. After graduation, Carly plans to major in either graphic design or art education at a school that is currently undecided. Miss Carly Flutterjohn. Next is Megan Jurassic.
Next up for the Rangers graduating seniors, number 30, Megan Jurassic, 5'11" forward.
She is a 3-year winner in volleyball and a 4-year winner in basketball. Megan is a scholar athlete and was named first and second team All-MAC in basketball the last 2 years. She is also a junior national premier All-Star recipient this past year. Megan is a member of the Drama Club, Christian Club, Spanish Club, Pep Club, and the yearbook staff. She is also vice president of her class and the National Honor Society and president of Gatekeepers. Outside of school, Megan is secretary of the New Knoxville Livestock Booster 4-H Club, a coach for YMCA basketball, and she volunteers at Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Megan is also a member of the New Knoxville United Methodist Church, where she participates in the youth group, bell choir, and Bible study. In her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends and rapping in Hamilton. After graduation, Megan plans to play basketball at a university that is still undecided. Miss Megan Jurassic. Jacqueline Leffel.
Next up for the Rangers, number 4, Jacqueline Leffel, 5'9" senior forward.
She is a 2-year medal winner in soccer and cross country, a 3-year medal winner in basketball and track, and has received most improved awards in each sport. Last year, she was named honorable mention in soccer and participated in the regional level for high jump. Jacqueline is also a member of the National Honor Society, Pep Club, Drama Club, yearbook staff, and participates in pep band and concert band. She is secretary of the class and the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Jacqueline enjoys being in youth group and Bible study at the First Church of New Knoxville. After high school, Jacqueline will be attending a 4-year university, which is to be decided and majoring in education. Miss Jacqueline Leffel. Next is Taylor Newman.
And the final senior for the Rangers, number 3, Taylor Newman, 5'7" forward.
Taylor is also a member of the Spanish Club, Christian Club, Drama Club, serves on the student council and yearbook staff, and is president of the Pep Club. Outside of school, she participates in youth group and Bible study at the First Church of New Knoxville, and enjoys watching The Office and hanging out with friends. After graduation, Taylor plans to major in mechanical engineering at the University of Toledo. Miss Taylor Newman.
They're the 4 graduating seniors for the New Knoxville Rangers. I'd like to congratulate all those seniors as well as the 3 graduating seniors from the Minster squad. We'll take a quick break and be back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to the barn here in New Knoxville. We're at halftime. The Minster Wildcats are up 12-9. Here with our first half stats, Mr. Jeff Henchen.
Not a lot of offense as the score would indicate, but the way the Wildcats started off, you thought it was going to be an offensive performance by them, but they really cooled off. As we look at the stats here, the Wildcats just 5 of 15 from the field. Of those, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. New Knoxville just 4 of 18 from field goal shooting. That includes 1 of 8 from beyond the 3-point line. Neither team attempted a free throw. Turnovers about the same, rebounding margin at 11. And you know, Minster 5 of 15. They made their first 4 shots. Or at least 3 of their first 5. Or so, you know, they made all those early, and since that time have really only scored the field goal in the second quarter. New Knoxville took them a long time to get going offensively. Just 3 points in the first quarter. They come back to outscore the Wildcats 6-2 in the second quarter. And that's where we stand in a 12-9 first half score. So definitely the defenses, as we talked about, the keys to the game. Ball pressure, and Minster's doing it, and New Knoxville plays good half-court defense. That's been a staple of both these teams for years. It's not a surprise, and offensively, both teams' offenses are really being challenged and just have not found an answer to capitalize on that pressure defense to get the open looks, the easy scores.
Rangers will get the ball to start the second half. They're starting 5, Jurasic, Jacqueline Leffel, Taylor Newman, Morgan Leffel, and number 32, Ellie Gable. For the Minster Wildcats, Ivy Wolf, Janae Hoying, Avery Wolf, Mara Smeezing, and number 32, Lauren Mox. Here we go, third quarter action from New Knoxville. Here's Leffel, Morgan Leffel that is, on the drive, gets it over to Jacqueline. And now back out top to Gable. Leffel open, drives the baseline. Nice recovery by Avery Wolf.
Yeah, good job shutting down that lane. I thought maybe Morgan Leffel had an avenue to the basket, but Avery did. Good job Wolf did of shutting down that avenue.
Good seal underneath there by Jurasic. A jump ball. A little bit to the surprise of Megan Jurasic. Jump ball called.
Yeah,
we'll give it to Minster.
Just got her shot right into the armpit, if you will, or not necessarily the armpit, but the hands of the Minster of the player, and results in New Knoxville turnover. Again, just 5 in the first half. Now there's 6 for the game. That equals what Minster has.
Here's Ivy Wolf with the ball. Swings it over to Avery Wolf, looking inside to Mox. Again, both these teams have played man-to-man throughout this ball game thus far. Ivy Wolf out top, guarded by Morgan Leffel. Back out top to Hoying. Thought about the 3.
Wolf does lead the Wildcats in scoring in the first half with 5 first-half points. On the other side, Ellie Gable for New Knoxville, 5 points as well to lead the Rangers.
Knoxville catches a break there as Megan Jurasic slipped to the floor coming off of a screen. And a foul called off the ball.
Yep, second foul on Jacqueline Leffel. She bodies Ivy Wolf, and that's her second, team's first.
Wolf to trigger. Ivy Wolf, that is, the trigger for Minster. She gets the ball back off the entry. Picked up again by Leffel. Good pass over the top to Mox. Can't hang on to it, but appears to throw it off of Leffel.
Minster.
I'm guessing they're saying it bounced off of Jacqueline Leffel.
It could have been. I mean, Mox, I believe, fell down, and luckily for her, maybe lost control, because if you fall down with the ball, it's traveling. But Minster gets a break as Mox lost her balance. They maintain possession.
Here's Mara Smeezing. Swings it back over to Avery Wolf. Looking to get inside to Mox. Back cut there by Ivy Wolf, overthrown and picked off by Jurasic. Back the other way, Leffel, Jacqueline that is, quick to the bucket. They swing it back out top to Gable. The Wildcats quickly recover. Good entry into Jurasic. Couple ball fakes up and under the lefty. A sweet little move by Megan Jurasic. We got a one-point ball game.
Nice job by Jurasic rotating and then doing the layup. It's not a travel. She never dribbled and just basically did a layup.
Step back 3 off the mark by Janae Hoying. Rebound tracked down by the Rangers. Chance for them to take the first lead of the ball game. This is Gable out top to Newman, and now over to Morgan Leffel. Gable looking for some space from Ivy Wolf. Not going to get a lot. Leffel picked up by Mox. Looking to drive the baseline. Mox goes down and draws the charge. Big play under the bucket. That's foul number 3 against Morgan Leffel. And a good recovery as we see the replay here by Mox. They're going to say that's a bonus. I'm going to say that's a bonus foul for Minster because she clearly did not make it there to the spot. Little arm push by Leffel maybe, but that was a generous charge is what I'm going to call that.
Maybe the fall down, and the arm never really got extended. It's almost like when the player fell down, the arm kind of followed, almost like tough break. That is Leffel's 3rd foul, though. That's the most important thing, as she has to sit down for a little bit. But give Minster credit. They drew the foul and they get the ball back.
Janae Hoying sees the opening, can't get it to go. Good recovery there by Jurasic to make that shot difficult. Back the other way is Gable. Doesn't see Wolf from behind, catches a break there. As majority of the time, that is a steal from the steal leader in the MAC. Jacqueline Leffel pull up 10-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound battle for kicked out top. Haley Flutterjohn 3-ball off the mark. Rangers can't find the place. They do scrap though and get another opportunity. Coach Hagemeyer sees the opportunity, takes a full timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. 12-11, Minster on top. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Good shot there, quick shot there, the New Knoxville student section as we get back to action. Not a big scoring game here, but
offense being a premium, you see how critical it is. Coach Hegemeyer takes his third timeout, and as a result, they're going to waste it, if you will. They'll have their second turnover of the half, and Jacqueline Level's going to pick up her third foul. So that was that chance to take a timeout. You risk it, you're down to 2. You get the ball in bounds, turn it over, and then another starter picks up her third foul. So New Knoxville, 2 players with 3 fouls each, and Morgan Leffel and Jacqueline Leffel.
Minster looking to extend their lead. Ivy Wolf, good ball fake, goes to the bucket, draws the foul.
I thought that would have been maybe one, considering the one we saw down here. But strong play by Wolf, and picks up the foul against Haley Flutterjohn.
Wolf, an 84% free throw shooter, steps to the line for the first time here tonight.
Those calls are so tough, and you always wonder, I mean, the offense always has the advantage, but when you're playing defense and basically backpedaling, and we just saw there it missed a little bit. I mean, obviously there was contact, but if just because you can't back up fast enough, you get penalized, you're getting run over.
Both free throws knocked down by Wolf. The Minster lead back to 3. Full court pressure here applied.
His first free throws of the game, and Wolf very good at the line, 84%.
And Gable sees the opening from the defense, and a nice drive to get the 2 from the sophomore guard.
Nice drive by Gable, good use of the left hand to finish. She now has 7 of the Rangers' 13.
She's done a nice job handling the point for the Rangers so far here tonight.
Yeah, she's got her hands full. Again, constant pressure.
Hoying in a little trouble, kicks it back out. Ivy Wolf, 3 ball, got it. If there's somebody you don't want to leave to go help, that's probably it. Shooting better than 40% from 3.
Yeah, 43% on the season. 2 of 3 on the night. New Knoxville in trouble, ball above their head, right into the Wildcats' hands.
3 ball off the mark by Hoying. The Rangers dodge a bullet there, try to get it ahead to Jacqueline Level. She pulls it away from Avery Wolf, but again, the ball stolen and picked up. Back-to-back possessions. Ivy Wolf looking to score, pulls up, 15, no good. Rebound tracked down by Minster. Off the miss, a little jumper by Larger goes in. But just like that, the Wildcats have extended to a 6-point lead.
An offensive pace there. You mentioned Coach Hegemeyer's keys of the game. Wanted to keep it as a half-court game, and that last few possessions, a little bit up and down, and as Ivy Wolf picks up her 3rd foul. So we have some prime-time players now with a little bit of foul trouble.
And on that foul, Morgan Leffel will come back in the ball game for New Knoxville. She already has 3, and Ivy will go out.
As well as Monks with 2 fouls.
And you mentioned the tempo. That would have been a great time. And I saw Coach Hegemeyer kind of looking up at the board. It would have been a great time. There's a little runner in the lane, in and out from Haley Flutterjohn. But it would have been a great time to take a timeout. Problem is he only has 2 left.
Yeah, it was a little bit of pace. New Knoxville doesn't like to get in that, especially when the defense, when you've been struggling offensively, you just don't have the firepower right now. There's another one.
And that one called. Good defensive positioning there by Haley Flutterjohn. Sees,
I think it was a Taylor.
Janae Hoying.
Was it Newman that took the charge?
Oh, I'm sorry, it was Newman. You're correct, Taylor Newman. So good defense there by the Rangers. Janae Hoying picks up her 2nd foul.
Now, is that a turnover as well, or just a foul?
I think it's just a foul as Gable pulls up, the little runner, can't get it to go. Battle for Jurasic, gets the board, little floater up and in. Big basket for New Knoxville, gets the lead back to 4.
Yeah, big possession there as Minster would have been, Jurasic just touched it, it'll stay with Minster, but if they don't come up with that basket, Minster a chance now to go up by 8 or 9, and again, unless your offense is just magically going to turn on here, those 8 or 9 point deficits are almost like 15 or 16-point leads in some cases because you just can't score.
Good entry into Pranger, lefty off the glass. Nice post play. Dana Pranger, big bucket for Minster.
Her first 2 points of the game. She averages just under 4 points a game, but a nice move against Jurasic, who played straight up defense. Dana Pranger with her first 2 points of the game.
There's Haley Flutterjohn out top for New Knoxville. Swings it over to Leffel. Gable had a little space. Nice pass into Leffel, off the glass and in. Morgan Leffel cuts the lead back to 4 again.
Leffel now with 4 assists from Gable. Those two have played very well late here in the season. They've good connection. Gable's hit Morgan Leffel with a lot of nice passes going to the basket, and Leffel's contributed, or I should say capitalized, finished on those shots. So good passing, good finish.
Setting up Larger for a 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound by Morgan Leffel. She'll pick up a quick one there from Ella Mesher. As you see here on the replay, Mesher just a little overzealous. That replay brought to you by Winners Meats.
Nice change of pace by Gable there as Point anticipated the spin,
and a good back cut by Flutterjohn. Gets it into Jurasic. Floater in the lane. Can't get it to go. Jurasic, though, keeps it alive and gets her own rebound.
4th offensive rebound of this quarter for the Rangers. They scored the last time in their second chance, but have done a good job here in a quarter keeping the possession alive after a missed shot.
21-17, score on our First National Bank scoreboard as New Knoxville throws that one out of bounds.
As well as they've done great rebounding offensively, which is great. That's her 6th turnover here of the quarter.
Checking in the ball game for the Rangers, number 10, Carson Henchen, seeing her first action for the night. As the Minster Wildcats have the possession, Janae Hoy will walk it across. 1 minute remaining here, quarter number 3 from New Knoxville. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Henchen. It's been a good one here from the barn. Good pass inside. Scooped up by Minster, entered over to Avery Wolf. Ranger defense there, though, fighting for the board was Newman and able to get it out of the pile. Cross-court pass. Haley Flutterjohn now back out top to Gable. Thought about the 3 and said we'll drive and draw the contact and go to the line for 2 free throws. Probably a little bit of a break there if you're Gable, trying to draw the contact with the drive. A little bit out of control, but
got the whistle and did the smart thing. Threw it up to the basket in the act, so she'll get credit now for the Rangers' first 2 free throws of the night.
Gable, an 83% free throw shooter on the year.
Only 2 foul shots by both teams. New Knoxville's obviously Ellie Gable now. You said 83% from the line. Earlier in the quarter, Ivy Wolf from Minster.
She's
84%, so 2 of the better shooters, 2 of the better field goal shooters from beyond the arc in the conference, and both have performed well from the foul line tonight.
And Wolf checked back in the ball game for the last 30 seconds here of quarter number 3. Picked up out top by Jurasic. Left all alone at the foul line, and you can count that all day long. Again, I mentioned it before, she's not the best scorer in the league for nothing. You leave her, she's going to make you pay. It's happened a couple times here tonight. She's made both shots.
3-point range, inside the 3-point range, the free throw line.
Final 6 seconds here. Rangers need to get one up. Haley Flutterjohn, 3, no good. Rebound scooped up by Minster. That's the 3rd quarter buzzer. 3 in the books. Minster 23, New Knoxville 19. We'll be back with the final quarter here from New Knoxville. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
23-19 here at New Knoxville. Fourth quarter action getting just underway. Rangers looking to get a couple of good offensive possessions here. Both teams, I mentioned before, played man-to-man the whole time. Gable picked up her dribble.
New Knoxville in that quarter, you know, Minster outscores New Knoxville 11-10 in the third quarter. And I think Mox is going to pick up her third foul, and she does. So third foul on Lauren Mox, team's fifth. But back to the third quarter, Minster outscores New Knoxville 11-10 on 4 of 9 field goal shooting. New Knoxville 4 of 10. New Knoxville had a lot of offensive rebounds, but New Knoxville commits 6 turnovers alone in that third quarter. So as well as they did getting some extra looks, which they converted one time into points off offensive rebounds, turned the ball over too much, and fortunately for the Rangers, only lost the quarter by a point, so they trail just by the 4 points now to start the fourth.
Dump it inside here. Jurasic spin move, draws all kinds of contact. So Megan Jurasic.
Yeah, will go to the line. Her first attempt, the foul goes against Mesher, her third.
And free throws not been the strong suit for Meg here so far this season. Looking to see if she can find a solution to that right here for her New Knoxville Rangers. That one rattles off the rim.
Yeah, it's been a tough year from the foul line, but up until this point, let's say her sophomore, junior years, a very respectable, very good shooter, and just this year the line has not been friendly to number 30, but continues to go at it, and it's more frustrating when you know you've been able to hit it. It's like you don't get any of the rolls, nothing.
Yeah, both of those just roll off the iron. The lead stays at 4. Ivy Wolf picked up by Morgan Leffel. Seen a lot of that matchup here tonight, and Leffel's done a pretty good job handling the MAC scoring leader. Good defense on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Jacqueline Leffel.
You mentioned the scoring leader in Ivy Wolf. It wasn't but a couple weeks ago in that New Bremen game. She scored 36 points for the Wildcats in just 3 quarters of action to break the Minster scoring record as Mox drills it.
And we were at that game, and she was on fire. No doubt that is not a fluke. She was shooting the ball very well.
Again, 36 points. New Knoxville another turnover. And Wolf comes up with the result. She didn't cause it, but she came up with it.
And that one rolls out of bounds off of Huker. We'll give it back to the Rangers.
They follow up on Ivy Wolf, the 36 points. Breaks the mark by 35 by Lauren Shank. Back in 1995. We have a timeout, not for sure who.
We'll hit that point when we come back. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
On the court.
Here's the. Welcome back to Minster. Jeff, right before the break, we were talking about the scoring of Ivy Wolf.
36 points in the game against New Bremen, breaking Lauren Shank's mark of 35 that she set back in 1995. Also, Shank went over 1,000 points in the game against Versailles. Came into this game with 1,026 points. Trails Lauren Shank with 1,671, but remember, Wolf, just a junior, and the only other player for Minster with over 1,000 points is Courtney Pranger, who did it last year, finishes with the nice number of 1,234 points.
So back to action here. 6:15 left to go in our ball game. The Rangers trailing by 6. Here's Gable working around the defense.
Nice. Oh, had the backdoor cut available, Greg. Got deflected, or else it was there for Leffel to finish.
Back the other way of the Wildcats. They bring it back out top, in no hurry now as they lead by 6.
Had that little run there we talked about in the third quarter. They got up and down, hit some shots. And it might be a 4th foul on Leffel, and it is. Just a little bit too aggressive. I didn't quite see it. I looked away, but trying to fight through the screen. Picks up her 4th foul.
So Morgan Leffel will take a seat on the bench. That is New Knoxville's 15th foul. The Wildcats have 6. So
I think that run started when Ivy Wolf hit a couple free throws and then came down in transition and maybe hit a 10-footer or something. Got back-to-back points there, and maybe a Kate Larger basket. It was a run there where Minster, hadn't been done consecutive scoring since the first possessions of the game, but had about 2 or 3 in a row, or maybe 3 out of 4 that gave them at that time a 6-7 point lead. And New Knoxville's been trying to catch up since. And we sit right here at 6, so a big possession. A 3 would give them a 9-point lead, and with their defense being pretty sound, they've not broken down much against the Rangers, and New Knoxville's not been able to get a lot of easy looks.
Yeah, now you see a lot of the guard play from Minster, really working some clock here. So you're right, it's a big possession because you can guarantee if Minster scores again, they are going to make you work this clock a lot.
This is no surprise. New Knoxville's used to this. You get the lead, you pull it out, you run the high flush, you run the flex, you spread the court, and you make them play defense.
That ball kicked out of bounds by New Knoxville. It'll stay with Minster.
And it's tough when you're playing defense against a team that has some offensive guards because you're all about the same size and speed-wise. It's not like you're playing against a bunch of 4th graders where it's easy then to steal the ball. You're playing against girls your own size and athletic-wise.
Deep 3 off the mark by Ivy Wolf, and big benefits coming here for New Knoxville as Jacqueline Leffel, I think, is going to get fouled, and we're going to walk the other end to shoot 1-and-1 regardless of who it is. New Knoxville's.
And that's what they need, a chance to score without a hand in your face. And Haley Flutterjohn there in the box out deflected it to an open teammate, and then in that process got fouled by Mox, who picks up her 4th foul.
Flutterjohn, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw is nothing but net.
Her first points of the game, averages just under 5 on the season. Had a big game on her 16th birthday against Versailles, scoring 15 points, and that helped the Rangers upset the Versailles Tigers a couple weeks ago.
Smooth as silk on both of those, and the Rangers within 4. Again, Minster going to work through their offense as we're down to 4.5 minutes. Both these teams very familiar with playing multiple minutes, as neither has a very deep bench. And the conditioning really going to get tested here as we wind down this ball game. Ivy Wolf going to go right at, nice kick out. Avery Wolf, 3 ball, in and out. Meg Jurasic fights for it inside and gets the board for the Rangers. Pushed ahead, back out top. Jacqueline Leffel wide open for 3, bottom. And we got a 1-point ball game here in the barn. Just under 4 minutes remaining.
Leffel, her first points of the game, and a Minster timeout coming up.
It's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. 25-24 in favor of Minster. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sport.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
3:50 remaining in our ball game. Knoxville just hits a big three. It's just a 1-point lead for Minster.
Senior Jacqueline Luffel, again, a big shot. You mentioned, Greg, to pull them within one. Shooting 31% from the season from beyond the arc. But as I mentioned early in the game, lately been able to hit some shots and shooting a much better percentage. I would say in the past 7-8 games, much better percentage of what she did to start the first 8 or 9 games of the season.
3 ball. Tried for the answer was Wolf. It doesn't go. Ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Oh, I take that back. Timeout called by Coach Wiss. Minster able to get that rebound. So while we have a second, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. You're going to like to mention that Jeff and I will name a player of the game at the conclusion, and that is sponsored by NKTelco. Ironically enough, Jeff, I was watching New Knoxville finish up their halftime shoot-around, and the last person off the floor was Jacqueline Leffel, and she shot a 3 in that exact same spot that she made right at the end of the half.
Confidence and familiarity in your favorite spot. Team, good shooters know who. You may think, what's the difference whether you shoot it from the angle, the side, or up top? Well, everyone has their preference, and you want your good shooter to catch the ball in that right spot, and she was able to cash in, and right now 1-point game, and each team with just 2 timeouts left.
Here's Ivy Wolf working up against Morgan Leffel. I'm sorry, that's Gable. Back out top to Hoying.
A lot of time left. I got to think Minster is going to attack the basket at some point. New Knoxville with 5 fouls, so New Knoxville could foul and not put Minster on the line, and they won't have to as they try to hit Mesher, posting up on the high elbow, but the pass a little out of the reach.
Yeah, the New Knoxville defense has been very solid all night. This is the best, I think, performance I've seen against Ivy Wolf maybe this year. Morgan Leffel has done a great job really containing her, and that's saying a lot. And not just her, the whole team has just been very fundamentally defensively sound.
Wolf does have a dozen points quietly on the night, so 12 of the 25 Minster points have come through the junior guard.
Morgan Leffel, foul line jumper before the lead does not fall. Minster defense holds as well.
And one and done, doing a good job against the Rangers, not allowing another look.
Ball fake there by Hoying. Up and in, left-hander, big shot from the junior guard, puts the Minster lead back to 3. And a mishandle there by the Rangers, turns it back over, Minster ball.
That was a nice move by Hoying, the little head and shoulder hesitation, and that was sweet, but the finish with the left hand was even nicer. It wasn't awkward. It's one of the things that close, very strong with left hand, and it's it off the glass.
And it's something like you and I, the old school fundamentalists, love to see, because too many kids think that it's easier to shoot with their right hand.
Yeah, going to the left side.
That's right. Yeah. So great play by her. Minster now in a pretty good spot here, up by 3. New Knoxville defense going to have to step out here a little farther than they probably want to, with 1:45 remaining.
Well, pulling New Knoxville out definitely can create a backdoor situation.
They get out there on Schmeezing, and another timeout taken. This is a 30-second variety as well. We'll keep it right here. Jeff
mentioned last Sunday, Greg, recently the tournament draw, and these two teams are in the same sectional. Minster earned a number 3 seed. They will play the winner of Parkway and Ridgemont on Saturday, February 22nd. Again, Minster, the 3 seed. New Knoxville earned the seed right below them, number 4.
And that's actually the district, correct?
Well, that's a sectional. That's a sectional.
Yep.
They will play at St. Mary's, where Minster plays. New Knoxville, the 4 seed, they will have to play Ada in the first round, and if they win on that Wednesday, then they will advance to Lima. This is at Lima Bath for New Knoxville. Then they will move on and face the winner of New Bremen and Hardin Northern on the same night. New Knoxville goes to Bath Minster goes to St. Mary's for the sectional. The winners of those sectionals then move on to the Wapak District. So these teams won't get to see each other unless they win a few more games in the tournament. But first game, or first things first, is tonight's game. But both those teams recognize a 3 seed for Minster and a 4 seed for New Knoxville in that 14-team sectional tournament, or I should say district bracket, 14 teams.
Foul picked up there by Ellie Gable.
Her second foul, New Knoxville's 6th.
So every foul from here on, unless an offensive foul, will be shooting free throws both ways. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. Minster with the ball and a 3-point lead, trying to get it in, finally do get it to Mox. She's picked up at half court and quickly fouled.
That will go against Jurassic, her second foul.
So Lauren Mox will step to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. Shot off the back iron, gets the friendly bounce and drops it home.
Well, shooter's touch. She's not the best free throw shooter on the Wildcats team. Just 9 of 17, very few opportunities, but a 53% shooter coming in, hits the first one.
Second one rattles out. Ella Mesher, though, right there with the board.
Huge
puts
basket.
It back up and in.
Huge bucket, good play by Ella Mesher, getting a rare rebound over Jurassic and able to cash in.
6-point lead now by now by Minster, and a little bit of a bailout there, if you will, as if New Knoxville can convert, but that's going to put them to the free throw line with no time being off the clock. Going to send their best free throw shooter to the line in Morgan Leffel.
Mesher picks up her 4th foul, so that does help the Rangers. You said, Greg, with the clock stopped, and sends Leffel at 85% shooter, her first attempts of the night.
First one is short. Jacqueline Leffel gets her hands on it, and a jump ball called. That'll turn it back over to Minster. So big miss there by New Knoxville. Leffel will check out for the moment in favor of Taylor Newman.
Leffel's 4 fouls. Obviously, they're going to have to foul here to stop the clock once it crosses the timeline, and they don't want her shooting it. And amazing how the good shooters can always get their hands back on the ball quicker than the team can foul when the good shooter doesn't have it.
So a foul picked up there against Janae Hoying. It'll be against Jacqueline Leffel.
Hoying 78% on the season, so that's a very good free throw shooter, is Janae Hoying.
55 seconds remaining. 30-24 on our First National Bank scoreboard in favor of Minster. First free throw by Hoying is good.
For every point, I say that's a big point. They're all big now. 7-point lead with under 60 seconds, and the percentages just don't add up here very well for New Knoxville. With it took them, with just the difficulty it is to score quickly.
Second one good as well by Hoying. Lead up to 8. Gable thinking about the 3, passes on it, skips it across to Leffel. 3 ball on the way, in and out by Jacqueline Leffel, rebound by Lauren Mox. And Wolf wisely pulls it back out to run some clock, 35 seconds remaining. And New Knoxville in a tough spot here, trailing by 8.
To foul Avery Wolf. Wolf is a 88% shooter. Only 9 attempts on the season, but it's made 8 of them, so it's good for 88, 89%.
First one hits off the back of the iron, no good. As a jump ball is called between Jurassic and Mox. That'll give it back over to the Rangers. Just 30 seconds remaining though. New Knoxville have any kind of chance would have to score.
Yeah, get us
very quickly.
Timeout. 2 timeouts for the Rangers left, but time a factor right now. And that's a good call. Again, it's a high, solid screen. The Minster fans will argue that Smeezing was fouled. Jurassic stood still. No one yelled at Smeezing, pick, pick, pick. So obviously Smeezing runs right into Jurassic, and it's a foul when you push someone over. We saw Leffel get called for it earlier in the quarter. You can't run through the screener. There's my spiel on that.
So that'll send Jurassic to the free throw line.
No one's hurt. Jurassic's a solid screen, and Smeezing doesn't appear that she's hurt, but
And Jurasic misses the front end of the 101. And that's going to about do it here for the Rangers as Minster now with an 8-point lead with just 20 seconds remaining.
And they're going to keep their MAC title hopes alive as
yeah, speaking of that, we've got 3 matchups here tonight. So coming in tonight's ball game, Marion Local and Fort Recovery both with a 6-1 record, and Minster right behind them at 5-2. So Marion was playing New Bremen tonight at the same time, and also Fort Recovery playing St. Henry. So potential for a three-way tie, but we need a lot of help. And then right behind them is New Knoxville, 4-3 in the league before tonight's ball game. As Wolf knocks down the free throw and pushes the lead up to 9.
Her first point of the game.
Gable forces that one, doesn't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Gable hit her first 2 free throws back in the 3rd quarter.
Gable, shooting 2.
Ellie Gable, 83%, as we talked about before, very good at the free throw line, as a lot of these Rangers do a nice job there as that one comes off the back iron. Second attempt by Gable on the way, same result. Gets the nice bounce there on the back iron of that one though, gets it to go. 33-25 as the last 10 seconds wind out of the clock. The Minster Wildcats going to move their record, their win total up to 16-4, and the New Knoxville Rangers going to drop to 13-7. We'll take a quick break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Wayne Trail, a Lincoln Electric company, supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Wayne Trail routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business and offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit WayneTrail.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
What is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.
Welcome back to New Knoxville, where the Minster Wildcats are victorious 33-25 over New Knoxville. Here with our post-game wrap-up is Mr. Jeff Henson.
Well, defense was a key tonight, and Minster able to come up with a few more positive plays against a good New Knoxville defense. They finished shooting 12 of 30 from the field. Of those, they were 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. New Knoxville had more difficulty against the Minster defense, connecting on just 9 of 31 shots and only 2 of 12 from beyond the arc. Minster able to knock down 6 of their 9 free throw attempts. New Knoxville just 5 of 10. The turnovers, Minster just with 9. New Knoxville had 13, 6 of those in the third quarter, which kind of didn't let New Knoxville get many shots off in that quarter and really neutralize the offensive rebounding that New Knoxville had. But the 13 turnovers for the Rangers, and the rebounding margin actually belonged to New Knoxville. 23-21. Our scoring went like this for the Rangers. 1 player in double figures, Ellie Gable with 10, 6 from Megan Jurasic, 4 from Morgan Leffel, 3 from Jacqueline Leffel, 2 from Haley Futterjohn. Their total of 25 for the Wildcats. 1 player in double figures, Ivy Wolf with 12, 7 from Janae Hoyne, 5 from Lauren Mox, 4 from Ella Mesher, 2 from Dana Pranger, 2 from Kate Larger, and 1 from Avery Wolf for their total of 33. So again, defensively, Greg, we talked about it. Both teams playing very solid. Minster just able to find a few more positive plays offensively and knock down some shots. And New Knoxville made a run. Leffel hit the 3-pointer late in the game to bring it to within 1 with just over 3 minutes to go. But then Minster came up with knocking down some foul shots and getting some baskets. And Minster utilized that. New Knoxville just could not come back with any good answers.
Yeah, it was the ball game we thought it would be. It was very solid both ways. Both teams played a lot of very good defense, limited both teams to multiple opportunities. Minster just come out on top.
And you mentioned late in the game, even when New Knoxville had fouled Minster, one of those big plays came on a missed free throw. Ella Mesher with a strong offensive rebound puts it back up. That was big at that time. That, New Knoxville got what they needed, a missed foul shot, but Mesher comes up with a stick back offensive board, and that kind of was just the way it went there late in the game. New Knoxville couldn't get any breaks, couldn't get their shots dropped. Minster took care of business and didn't turn the ball over, did the Wildcats in really the fourth quarter much. So New Knoxville, no easy baskets. Congratulations to Coach Mike Wiss on the victory, and a tough loss for the Rangers.
So that'll move Minster, as I said before, to 16-4. The Rangers are 13-7. That'll lead us into our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco Sports, and that player of the game will go to Ivy Wolf.
She finished with 12 points and just did a lot of good things. Had a couple more steals, maybe not 5 like she had been averaging, but New Knoxville played her hard defensively. She averages 19.8 a game, held under her average a little bit with that, but just played a good solid game and came through for the Wildcats when they needed it most in the game, and handled the ball and made some nice passes.
Congratulations again to Minster. That'll do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank our director, Scott Robertson, his assistant, Nolan Emerson, our camera people, Jacob Johns, Mark Fissel, and Kurt Kuffner, my partner, Jeff Hench, and I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching.